Come have fun with us and don't forget to subscribe.
What's up, everybody? I'm Rick.
And I'm Anna.
And welcome to our reaction to Naruto Shippuden episode 173.
Welcome.
Anna,
Yes.
last time we started the flashback, Nagato's flashback, which is Nagato, Konan, and Yahiko's flashback, actually.
Right.
With some, very emotional and hard imagery of him losing his family, him starving in the street, nobody really helping him until he met with Conan and Yahiko and the dog, but also losing that dog, which was really sad. And so we're just at the beginning of this story, but what are your thoughts so far?
I mean, it's mostly just like putting together or like creating a visual for the things that we kind of already knew. I mean, we knew that his parents had died. We knew, that his friends helped him when he was alone. Like we kind of had that information already. But it's interesting. What I think is very interesting is that we have seen parts of this, including like them meeting the Sannin and all of that. We have seen it before, but now we're seeing it from his perspective. It's the same story. It's not like there's any important elements that are different. It's just the perspective is different, and that makes it a very interesting thing to watch.
Well, what is added, I think, when you watch it like this, when you watch it in more details, is Yahiko's influence.
Yeah.
Right? Which you don't really get when you see it from Jiraiya's point of view.
Right.
You kind of get an idea that Yahiko is the more loud one.
Yeah.
But how much she
kind of like the leader. But yeah. I feel like Jiraiya just looked at them and thought like, oh, these are 3 kids and this is the one with most guts, Like the other 2 are just like following him. But when you see it from his perspective, from Nagato's perspective, you understand how much Yahiko actually influenced them. And I don't want to say I put these ideas in his head, because like it's not a forceful thing, like he didn't brainwash him or something, but like how much these ideas that Nagato is having now came.
It's an influence.
It's a big influence. Yeah, exactly.
Well, let us see how this proceeds as we watch this episode. Of course, and I've watched this before. You haven't?
Nope.
So it's always interesting to see your point of view, much like we're seeing his now. We're seeing some of the fight here.
Yeah. Was afraid of that symbol. It's interesting how he remembers that, like they were demons or something. Like when you see also, their story, to have heard those words.
They would be better off dead.
Yeah.
When they work so hard to survive.
Right.
The power, without even controlling it, he can kill these ninjas.
It always like comes out in moments like this.
Don't fear the power.
Of course you would be.
Now embrace it. Feels bad.
It's so sad to see where he came from, as a kid. That he struggled so much with what he did, with what was happening to him.
The influence of that
Also,
moment too, you
yeah,
know?
that you thought you came up with an answer as a kid and then stuck to it.
Well, what he was thinking is just he wants to protect his friends.
Yeah. It's also interesting, and I hadn't thought about it, but he trained them for 3 years. He also trained with Naruto for
For
3
3
years.
years. Hmm.
Or trained Naruto, actually.
俺の輪廻眼に託されている気がすると言って忍術は武力ではなく人々を平和に導くための教えだったその章は陸道仙人と呼ばれこの世の
Sage of the Six Path lore.
Oh, yeah.
安寧秩序をなす者それが仙人の言葉だそうだいつしか人々が本当に理解し合える時代が来ると信じて
I don't know why he doesn't look very peaceful.
The Sage of the Six Path?
Yeah, that image.
That's a lot of pressure also
Yeah,
to put
to
on
put
a kid.
on a kid, yeah.
Like you might have the answer to world peace.
俺たちはヤヒコをリーダーとして行動を始め組織はあっという間に有名になった
Oh, now they have a group of people.
平和を構築しようとした考えに皆が賛同してくれた俺たちを無視できなくなってきていたからだ半蔵は俺たちを主軸にし三大国への平和交渉を行おうと持ちかけてきた
And even then, you know, they were trying to make peace somehow.
He still is trying to make peace.
Oh wow. Betrayed by your own people.
Don't trust the salamander.
Oh.
Not Hanzo by himself. With
He preferred
Danzo.
to ally with the enemy.
半蔵は己の主権を守るために団蔵と組んだこうすればこの女の命はない
This is terrible.
Yeah. And once again, the leaf was involved, you know?
Yeah.
それでヤヒコを殺せそうすれば女とお前は助けてやる
And to make them do it like
Oh
this.
my gosh.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
ナガト俺をやれ約しろこの女が死んでもいいのか
Will he use the power? But all he wanted was to protect his friends.
Oh. That's what Yahiko wanted too, and you are the savior of this world. It's messed up.
Oh my gosh. Like someone who was so confident and had such a big dream, you know, he felt like he entrusted all of that to him, probably.
And then still.
Yeah, of course. Oh wow. Oh, he jumped back like crazy. Oh, that was his power? Ah, okay, no, it's just the... Oh!
Look at that, look at his legs.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you angered him.
ただのガキではないな、その目。
The eyes. And look at that
Yeah.
Konoha.
Oh, wow! This is insane!
Do you see what this is?
Not really.
It's the statue that they used to seal the tail beast.
Oh, yeah, you're right! Oh my gosh! That's an insane power.
Yeah.
Oh, it just took out like their, like what, chakra or something.
俺が影のリーダーだったようだな。因縁眼を持っていようとは驚かされた。
So calm in
Yeah,
front of this.
in front of this.
Yeah.
春心の術。
Of course, you would escape. Yeah. Oh, and then those things remained in his bag. He always has them like that. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
ヤヒコは死んだ。それから俺はヤヒコに代わり組織のリーダーとな命を懸けて守りたかったかけがえのない友。ヤヒコの死。それが二つ目の痛みだ。
Like, I was just gonna say, you know, because this episode started with the Jedi starting to train them, and how Nagato, like, slowly started to trust him, even though he was
A leaf
a leaf
ninja.
ninja, right? Like, it's interesting, you know, because like part of it is understanding that no, it's not just it's not just about where people come from, you know, it's who they are. Like, there can be good people and bad people everywhere, and just because someone is a leaf ninja or a ray ninja or whatever doesn't necessarily mean he's a good person or a bad person, or that he would hurt me, you know. So I feel like the moment when he was betrayed, or they were all betrayed by both their own people and the other
Leaf
group of
again.
Leaf village, yeah, he realized, like, yeah, it doesn't really matter. You know, it's like it kind of undid that understanding.
If you think, like, a big part of his philosophy is people can't understand each other, right?
Right.
And it's hard to argue against that, considering everything he's lived through, but also what the world has been for his own lifetime and for forever, really.
Yeah.
And the fact that his own people, right, like you said, the hidden rain, those who should understand more than anyone else why working towards peace was important, right?
Yeah, but like, you also realize that what he said there, your presence is a nuisance to me, to my position.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't really care about the fact that your people are dying in this war. What you care about is that in this situation you remain on top.
I mean, he probably cares, right? But as long as he stays on top,
Yeah.
and that he can get,
Yeah, exactly.
the hidden rain in a better position.
Yeah, but I mean, what I mean is that if you are presented with a possible, you know, group of people who could achieve peace, you value your position more, then you care more about your position in your country
Than the peace.
The peace, yeah.
And then I think it's really interesting how a lot of, these different conversations that he had over the years with Yahiko, but also with Jiraiya especially, came to form also his way of thinking, about how, like, he felt really bad about killing those ninjas, and then Jiraiya was like, whether what you did is right or wrong, can we really tell? If you did it to protect your friend, it's probably right?
Yeah.
And also that other conversation about the Sage of the Sixth Path who brought peace to the world, and you might be the reincarnation of that person, and it falls on you to bring peace to the
It
world.
feels like he at the same time felt the pressure to find the answer, to bring the peace, and also felt like he was validated in whatever answer he came up with, because it's upon me, like I have this
I have
this power that basically tells me that I have to be the one to do it.
it was entrusted to him, so both by Jiraiya in that
Yeah.
moment, but also by Yahiko with his
Right.
dying words, right? You're the savior of this world.
Yeah.
That is a lot of pressure,
Yeah, exactly.
And so, again, what I really liked about that conversation he had with Naruto, that speech, about the answer, right? When he keeps asking Naruto for his answer, and to me that's something that's important, because it shows that to him, just like we talk about how Hanzo, valued his own position above peace, Nagato values peace, right?
Yeah.
The end goal is peace,
Right.
right? If Naruto would have been like, hey, here's my
Here's
answer,
a better
here's my
solution.
10-step plan, and it's infallible, right?
Yeah.
Who's to say Nagato wouldn't have been like, you know what?
Yeah.
Good idea, right?
Yeah.
The fact that he keeps asking him, like, I'll listen to you, I'm curious what your answer
almost
is.
feels like he understands the shortcomings of his own plan and is kind of hoping that someone might come up with something better. But as far as he's looked, there was no better
That's the
answer.
best way that
Yeah.
he figured out, right?
Exactly.
Because he's saying humans are, like, not able to understand each other. They're not, they won't strive for peace by themselves. They won't
Yeah.
do it by themselves. We have to force them.
Yeah.
And sadly, I'll be the one to force them, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you think about the fact that they tried the peaceful way.
Yeah.
They tried the peaceful way, and it led to the second most horrible moment in his life.
Right, exactly. I thought it was also interesting, and this is just like a detail, but that Hanzo said, also, you were actually the leader in the shadows. But then afterwards, Nagato says, after that, I took over as the leader. So he wasn't. They were all like really
Following
following
Yahiko.
Yahiko. But like, it shows the perspective of people like Hanzo, which
The
is
one with
like,
power.
you are the most powerful, so you must be the leader. Yeah, it's not like just because you're powerful, do you really deserve to be the leader? Because Yahiko gained that position from the time it was just the three of them by being the one with like the
charisma, the idea,
the charisma too, and the ideas, but also just like the energy, to say like, no, we don't give up, we keep going. Like that's the person that you want to follow.
But then, after Yahiko's death, then it falls upon Nagato to serve both those roles, right?
Yeah.
And that's difficult because that wasn't also his personality, right? I think it's very telling that the figurehead that he uses as the leader of Akatsuki is Yahiko's buddy.
Yeah, it is true.
Yeah, very interesting flashback. It's not over. We shall see what happens next when we react to more episodes of Naruto. If you want to be there for this reaction, we invite you to
subscribe to this channel. The button is down below.
Like this video if you did. Comment in the comment section below, and
have a nice day.